If you're like most people, you don't know some of the things that happened in your birth year. Sure, some of these things might be ancient history, some might bring back fond memories, and some you might find surprisingly relevant today. Sit back and relax, and let's review 20 forgotten events that made life in America. Be sure to stick around for the last one, because if you're a deadhead, you'll want to know where it all started. The Sound of Music. Do you remember singing along to this movie? When The Sound of Music premiered on March 2nd, it was an instant sensation. Set against the breathtaking Austrian Alps, the story of Maria, played by Julie Andrews and the Von Trapp family, combined heartfelt music and inspiring resilience. Hits like Do Re Mi and My Favorite Things became childhood favorites. As Americans faced political turmoil and social changes, the film offered an escape, becoming a beacon of hope. Its timeless charm continues to bring families together, preserving its legacy for future generations.
More than ever, the hills are alive with the sound of music.
The Oscars. 1964 was the year of musicals, and at the 1965 Academy Awards, My Fair Lady dominated with 8 Oscars, and Julie Andrews triumphed as Best Actress for Mary Poppins. What a year she had! Both films defined an era of musical cinema, blending dazzling visuals with unforgettable performances. Their success reflected the optimism and imagination of 1960s America. While musicals have evolved, the enduring popularity of these films reminds us of Hollywood's golden age, where dreams came alive on the silver screen.
The winner is Julie Andrews and Mary Poppins.
The Astrodome. It was a brand new stadium, and a baseball team was made over. On April 9th, the Astrodome opened its doors to Houston Astros fans as the world's first domed stadium. The 8th wonder of the world housed everything from thrilling sports events to iconic concerts. Its air-conditioned comfort and innovative AstroTurf showcased American ingenuity during the space age. Though empty since 2008, the Astrodome inspired a generation of stadium designs, forever changing how people experience live events and entertainment.
The spanking new Astrodome is the new $31 million home of the Houston Astros.
The Phantom Punch. The iconic photograph of Muhammad Ali standing over Sonny Liston is often called the Phantom Punch. Sports photographer Neil Leifer captured it during their rematch on May 25th in Lewiston, Maine. In the image, Ali towers over Liston, exuding power and confidence as he taunts him to get up. This photograph has become one of the most famous sports images ever, symbolizing Ali's dominance and larger-than-life persona in and out of the ring.
Clay takes the lead at the start.
Car of the Year. The Motor Trend Car of the Year award didn't go to just one car, but an entire brand, the Pontiac Motor Division. They cemented their place as the pinnacle of American automotive ingenuity. Pontiac was on fire, riding high with its bold, wide-track styling, sleek redesigns, and a performance lineup that made enthusiasts' hearts race. The GTO roared as the definitive muscle car, while the Bonneville and Grand Prix offered luxury with pulse-pounding V8 engines. Full-size options suitable for families included the Catalina and Star Chief. The Tempest was their entry-level compact car, and Le Mans was the modest offering between Tempest and GTO. Pontiac offered something for everyone wanting a piece of their perfect blend of power, style, and swagger. Space age. On June 3rd, astronaut Ed White became the first American to walk in space. For 23 breathtaking minutes, he floated above Earth, tethered by a lifeline as millions watched in awe. On July 14th, Mariner 4 flew by Mars, capturing the first close-up images of its barren surface. 22 photos were taken, which took 4 days to transmit back to Earth. These groundbreaking photos shattered myths of life on Mars while fueling curiosity about the red planet. For Americans, it marked a milestone in space exploration during the space race.
The highlight, of course, was White's 22-minute walk in space.
Fish sandwich. McDonald's Filet-O-Fish made its nationwide debut, offering something unique for families looking for a meatless option on Fridays. Combination of a crispy cod fish fillet, rich tartar sauce, and a soft steamed bun was a welcome change from the typical hamburger. It became an instant hit, expanding its menu and bringing a sense of warmth and familiarity reminiscent of Friday fish dinners at home. In 2013, the cod was switched to the more sustainable Alaskan pollock. However, the Filet-O-Fish continues to delight customers.
So tangy and creamy.
How does it feel? What if your favorite music artist decided to change how you knew them? How would you react? At the Newport Folk Festival on July 25th, Bob Dylan electrified the crowd literally by debuting his hit song Like a Rolling Stone with a plugged-in band. Folk purists booed, but Dylan's bold move bridged the gap between folk and rock, signaling a cultural shift. The event sparked debates about authenticity and evolution in music. Today, that moment is celebrated as a turning point, proving that music can come from electrified instruments.
Jeffrey Jones was an intern for Time magazine in 1965 when Dylan infamously played his first electric set at the Newport Folk Festival.
Live music. What if a concert could change the way we experience music? On August 15th, the Beatles performed at Shea Stadium, captivating over 55,000 screaming fans in the first major stadium concert. Their charisma and energy electrified the atmosphere, creating an unprecedented blend of live music and mass hysteria. This event laid the foundation for modern concert tours, proving that music could unite audiences on an epic scale. The first subway. You've probably eaten here many times, but have you ever thought about where it all started? In August, the first subway opened as Pete's Super Submarine in Bridgeport, Connecticut. 3 years later, partners Fred DeLuca and Peter Buck renamed it Subway, introducing made-to-order deli sandwiches right before you. Its fresh ingredients made you feel like you were making better and healthier choices. Over the decades, Subway grew into an international franchise, redefining convenience and fast dining. Though competition has intensified, its business model still endures.
When you're hungry, make tracks for Subway.
Hit shows. The sitcoms were big. In the fall, the TV series debut of Lost in Space, Green Acres, I Dream of Jeannie, and Get Smart captivated audiences with humor, adventure, and creativity. Lost in Space blended family drama with interstellar adventures. Who can forget the robot repeating, "Danger, Will Robinson"? Green Acres was a sitcom about a city slicker Manhattan couple living as fish out of water in the country. I Dream of Jeannie, starring Barbara Eden, was a whimsical sitcom featuring a mischievous Jeannie falling in love with her human master. Get Smart combines spy thriller intrigue with slapstick comedy. Who can forget Maxwell Smart's bumbling antics and clever gadgets? And who hasn't repeated his catchphrase,
Sorry about that, Chief.
The Hollywood Dream. Seeing the fame and fortune the Beatles got, what young man in the 60s didn't dream of being in a rock band? Producers Bob Rafelson and Bert Schneider placed an ad in Daily Variety and The Hollywood Reporter seeking 4 insane boys for a new TV show about a fictional rock band, the Monkees. The multi-talented Davy Jones was already cast as the lead singer. 437 people auditioned to become members of the Monkees. Their catchy tunes and infectious charm made them real-life pop icons. With hits like Last Train to Clarksville, I'm a Believer, and Daydream Believer, they captured the youth spirit of the 1960s. Their blend of humor, music, and rebellion resonated with a generation. While their origins were unconventional, the Monkees paved the way for aspiring singers and actors to come to Hollywood and make it big.
And they said, "Sorry, girls, but Davy Jones has no longer got that boyish look about him."
A perfect game. What are the odds of witnessing a perfect game? It's only been done 24 times in Major League Baseball history. On September 9th, Sandy Koufax pitched a flawless game against the Chicago Cubs, striking out 14 batters and etching his name in baseball lore. Not only was Sandy's achievement extraordinary, but Chicago Cubs pitcher Bob Henley gave him a great match as he only allowed 1 hit that drove in the winning run. Fans were treated to a pitching duel for the ages. Koufax's feat symbolized excellence and resilience during a golden era for America's pastime. That house in Amityville. A family's home becomes the center of supernatural folklore. In the fall of 1965, the DeFeo family moved into 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, Long Island. Ordinary at first glance, the house would later become infamous for alleged hauntings and unspeakable tragedy. The events that unfolded inspired numerous books, movies, and debates about paranormal activity. Though the house's reputation remains controversial, its story cemented America's fascination with ghost tales, turning a small town home into a symbol of eerie intrigue.
And the silence of the house at 112 Ocean Avenue continues to haunt those who dare to look too closely.
Mr. Olympia. If you enjoy checking yourself out and thinking, hey, I look good, on September 18th, Larry Scott won the inaugural Mr. Olympia competition at the Brooklyn Academy of Music in Brooklyn, New York. He became the face of bodybuilding. His chiseled physique and charisma elevated the sport, inspiring a wave of fitness enthusiasts in the 1960s. This event began a fitness revolution, influencing gyms, magazines, and lifestyles. Bodybuilding still thrives as a global sport today, but it all started with Scott's groundbreaking victory.
The whole time, the place was just, they never stopped. The crowd just never stopped.
The Gateway Arch. Only one image comes to mind when you think of the Gateway to the West. On October 28th, the Gateway Arch in St. Louis officially opened, standing tall as America's tallest man-made monument. Standing west of the Mississippi River, it celebrates the city's significance as a key starting point for pioneers and explorers venturing into the western frontier during the 19th century. Its sleek design reflected the era's modernist ambitions. For Americans, it became a beacon of progress and a must-see destination. Decades later, the arch remains an iconic architectural and cultural heritage monument, drawing visitors to celebrate its timeless elegance and historical significance.
Hi, it's Bella again. This week I visited the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri.
Operation. Do you remember the tension and anxiety playing this game? On November 20th, Milton Bradley released Operation, challenging players to carefully remove tiny pieces without setting off a buzzer. The game became a family favorite, sparking laughter and frustration. Reflecting the era's fascination with technology and innovation, it subtly introduced kids to concepts of anatomy and dexterity. Even in today's digital age, Operation remains a beloved classic, bridging generations with its timeless fun.
Rubber band is in. And here.
Adam's apple. Wishbone.
There it is.
Oh!
Hit songs. The top 5 songs on the Billboard charts for the year were Wooly Bully by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, I Can't Help Myself by the Four Tops, I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones, You Were On My Mind by We 5, and You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin' by the Righteous Brothers. These songs captured the optimism and heartbreak at the time, as rock and roll and soul music were cultural forces. This music shaped the American identity, providing a soundtrack to an era. These songs remain iconic decades later, reminding us of a transformative era in pop history. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Do you remember watching this Christmas tradition? When A Charlie Brown Christmas aired on December 9th on CBS, it introduced a heartfelt tale of finding meaning amid the commercialization of Christmas. Featuring the Peanuts gang and Vince Guaraldi's timeless jazz score, it struck a chord with viewers. Its gentle critique of holiday excess resonated deeply with 1960s America. Today, the special remains a cherished part of Christmas celebrations, proving that sincerity and simplicity never go out of style.
All that matters is how you feel on the inside, even if that includes decorating a twig for a tree.
First Grateful Dead concert. Do you remember your first Dead show? If you do, that's quite impressive. On December 4th, the band played their first show as the Grateful Dead. However, it wasn't their first show together. They were the Warlocks with their first show on May 5th earlier in the year. Bassist Phil Lesh found out that there was another band called the Warlocks in the Bay Area, hence the name change. They performed a series of gigs at a house in downtown San Jose. Attendees paid $1 to experience the informal show. Their improvisational style and free-spirited ethos captivated a burgeoning hippie generation and planted the seeds of the counterculture revolution. The Dead became icons of peace, love, and rebellion. While the band's lineup has evolved, their music and legacy continues to inspire, embodying the spirit of exploration and community.
When that little split-second thing happens, when the Dead are playing, and everybody in the audience goes, wow, did you see that?
There you have it. If you enjoyed this video, watch another one. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video next.